Hi guys, sorry for the blurry, grainy darkness of tonight's video. Happy self-care Saturday. Wait, it's Friday. See? Fooled you, didn't I? I'm back in bed, even though it's still relatively early. I'm trying to get caught up on rest. I feel all messed up still because of my overnight, but I'm allowed self-care and rest. Tomorrow I work at noon. I just wanted to come on and say hi. I've got my pink Christmas lights on in the background of my bed, and I'm sorry if this isn't very visible. I definitely am really milking the amateur YouTuber status these days, but I'm hoping you understand. I gave myself a facial just now, my prison beauty hack that I made reference to earlier. No, I've never been in prison. Been in rehab half a dozen times, but anyway, I mixed together 2 packets of organic green tea. You know, I cut open the tea bags, mixed it with a tablespoon of organic coconut oil and organic raw honey. And I smeared it all over my clean face while I was doing my dishes and cleaning the cat box and just kind of puttering around doing stuff. Took out my trash, crushed up some boxes and stuff. Very minimal, but, you know, I didn't just lay around in bed being depressed today, so that's cool. Actually wrote a thank you note to my aunt and sent off another letter today, too. Oh, and I paid the rest of my rent. So actually, it was a fairly productive day. I'm still feeling kind of funky, but I am allowing myself to go with it without judgment. I'm learning to observe my feelings and not judge them. You can visit emotions like museum rooms in your mind, but you're not allowed to stay there and dwell. So I just need more rest. And yes, I took my meds today. I took vitamins. I ate very healthy, drank a lot of water, made some nice chicken salad for dinner. Had it with some crackers, which always reminds me of Shaquana, if you're watching this. I love when you describe food and you call things delicious. It always makes me want to try them. But anyway, and also taking a page from Sabina's extremely poignant last video, which made me want to just reach out through the screen and hug you, girl. I want to talk about gratitude. Sounds corny, sounds like a platitude, gratitude platitude, but actually it's the thing that keeps us all afloat. It keeps me afloat because I find complaining to be it comes as easy as breathing. And I know that I can do it to the point of like, it really gets gross for me to hear myself. And I'm sure it gets annoying for other people to constantly hear me complain because definitely things could be worse. So I've got a long list of things to be grateful for. I'll start with my grandsons, who are so beautiful and healthy and smart and well loved and well adjusted and sweet and cute. And I love them so much. I'm grateful for my cats, who just are the nicest, sweetest. You know, when I decided to adopt these two, it was actually kind of on a whim. It was very impulsive. I went to the kennel, you know, the rescue pound, to get one young male double-pawed tuxedo cat named Ollie. And he had already been adopted out just by the time they advertised and I got there. So I wound up going home with 2 female cats, gray and white with double paws. And I realized once I got home that, like, wow, this is a very big commitment. This is not like having goldfish or more parakeets. This is 2 animals that need daily care and love and attention and vet care. And, you know, I don't travel or really go anywhere, so I don't worry that much about that. But I remember thinking to myself, what if they're aloof? You know, what if they're like those kind of asshole cats that just like hang out under your bed all day and hiss at you and don't do anything? They did hang out under my bed for like a full 2 weeks after I brought them home. And then once they emerged and started eating and interacting with me, they became the most affectionate, playful, loving, empathetic, just beautiful pets I ever could have imagined. So I'm grateful for those 2 every day. I'm grateful for my parakeets because their cheerful little background warbling and chattering just is such a sweet sound. And I love them. I'm grateful for my job, even though I don't really like it, because it's better than being unemployed. I have been unemployed in the past, and worrying about money and how to pay bills is no fun. It's very, very stressful. So I'm happy I have a source of income, so that I can eat and pay my basic bills and live in my sweet little cottage on a lake, which is tiny, but I like it. It's private, it's cute, and my landlady, for the most part, leaves me alone because she lives all the way in California. Um, I'm grateful for my children, my tall, intelligent, sensitive, articulate, artistic son who's a musician. He's gorgeous. My daughter is ridiculously smart, almost scary smart, and she's a beautiful woman and an incredible mother and an amazing wife to her husband, my son-in-law, who I also love like he's my own. I'm grateful that I have a civil relationship with my ex, even though it's not a hot and heavy romance or anything. We have each other's back. I know that I could rely on him if something terrible were to happen, and he has rescued me in the past, physically and like when my car breaks down and things like that. I'm grateful for my friend Steve, who is eccentric as hell, but he's a very, very kind man. And today he sent me a card that was so beautiful I cried from it. And I'm grateful for my aunt who generously sent me that money today and a nice card. Oh, and she also sent me a bunch of writing material, which is cool because I want to embark upon having pen pals. I'm grateful for you guys for listening to me and for watching and for subscribing. I'm really grateful for certain of you, and you know who you are. I'm grateful for YouTube as a medium of communication. Grateful to have a cell phone, even though it's old. Grateful to have my car, which still runs, even though it's old. I keep qualifying this gratitude list, which I guess is a pretty shitty thing to do. I'm grateful just to be alive and to have the wisdom that comes from a lot of life experiences, which also has honed my ability to be very empathetic and loving and understanding and kind to others who are in similar situations. And I'm grateful for the self-awareness to know what areas of my life I really need to work on, which are namely insecurity, procrastination, bitterness, pettiness, jealousy, kind of Taurus stubbornness to let things go. And I really, really need to work on the stuff that, like Ruth was telling me about, just not caring about things that at the end of the day don't matter. What matters is family, friends, my animals, and being a good human being who contributes to society, which I do every day. I'm grateful to have food in my house. I've never starved. It's not always the food I want. I'm not always able to go to, Trader Joe's and drop $100, but so what? I have food in my house. And, I still live in a free country. Not at all thrilled with who's at the helm, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But we're not at war. And my kids are healthy. For the most part, I'm healthy. I have insurance. So I have access to doctors and mental health care, even though sometimes it takes a long time to be seen. So yeah, I know I'm leaving some stuff out, but I'm grateful to have what I need to function on a day-to-day basis, because some people are raising kids alone and they're in poverty and, they don't know where they're going to live, or they're being stalked or harassed or severely bullied, or their exes are trying to kill them, or, there's so many horrible, horrible things. I don't even like to watch the news these days. I really very rarely watch TV. I'm thinking strongly of canceling cable. But I'm grateful for Game of Thrones because it excites me every time the weekend rolls around to be able to watch that Sunday nights. And I'm, grateful for this soft, nice bed that I'm sleeping in right now, which I'm paying $55 a month for. That's a whole story right there. How many mattresses and how many couches I've had in my life because I'm never comfortable and I always have back issues. I got some CBD THC lotion in the mail today. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for that. I'm not going to expound upon that right now. But I rub that into my bad, like, occipital neuralgia area at the base of my skull and, like, my trapezoid areas. So I'm hoping to get some relief there. And, yeah, grateful for a lot of things. Mostly you guys for listening to me right now. I recommend you try my green tea facial idea. I know you can't really see my face right now because it's just pink light, but it feels really soft and smooth. And I'm hoping to get a lot of sleep tonight because tomorrow I'm going to go to the post office in the morning and finish up, I think, my laundry and then go to work at 12, and it's only a 6-hour shift. So it's at a different house, which is full of just men, and they're mostly independent. So hopefully it'll be a good gig. Please don't worry about me. I am bipolar and I go into some real bad depressions, but I'm not, about to self-harm or anything like that. But I appreciate everyone's concern. It's really good to get this stuff out. I hope I'm not burdening anybody. I know you guys aren't professionals, but, and I'm also maybe foolishly sharing too much about my life because there's also a lot of strangers apparently watching me, but it is what it is. Okay, peace out. I'm going to go for now, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.